Hello, you guys. Hello. I'm out of breath because I just ran upstairs to get myself some water. Welcome, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing pick a pile. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm doing pick a pile for the spring equinox. For springtime, if you're feeling that new energy of the new year, feeling like this new moon in Pisces has really rung something in you, if you feel like you're having emotions come up that have needed to come up and you're getting like one final last purge, this video could be for you. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to show you 3 different decks, and actually, how do I want to do this? Give me a second to decide. Okay. So I am going to show you 3 different decks, and then I just want you to use your intuition, pick the first one that comes to your head, and we'll go from there. This is about what you can expect for this new season. I kind of just want to play it by ear and see what comes out for each reading. I might look into specific areas of your life depending on the initial cards that come out. But I'm gonna pull an oracle card for the beginning of every reading. And I'll put a timestamp if you want to skip all this for the pile selection, but I'll pull an oracle card and then I think I'll take your reading from there. I do just want to have a moment though, a little meditation for us to do together. Nothing crazy. Let's just take some deep breaths. This is my Aura Rose Quartz. Maybe you have a piece of rose quartz you can grab right now. But I'm gonna put it on my heart. Breathe in. 3, out. In. Out. In. Hold. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. All right. Thank you guys. I just need to center myself. I was feeling a little too jittery. Okay, so the pile selection we have, for the first pile we have my Sun and Moon Tarot, and here is the card. I'm using the Fool for each of the decks. Grab him. I hate how my ring light has a reflection, you guys. I will someday upgrade and have better equipment, but so freaking cute. Absolutely love that deck. Okay, pile 2 is my Labyrinth Tarot, if you've seen the movie. Here's Miss Sarah. At least this deck doesn't have a sheen to it, so there's no ring light reflection. But yeah, there's Sarah. The Fool for my Halloween Tarot. This deck means so much to me, you guys. Oh, that was crazy. Not a dropping to the 10 of swords. Don't take that as a sign. Just, if you feel called to it, it's fine. Accept it. Okay, cool. Timestamps are below. Let's get into pile 1. Okay, pile 1. This reading, if you picked the Sun and Moon Tarot, this reading is for you. Let's start off with a little oracle card. This deck is this was a sweet gift from my mama. It's the Love Who You Are oracle. So does pile 1 need to hear right now about their springtime? Oh, there was a card already flipped over. Radiate gratitude. We're just gonna take note of that though. If it comes out, guys. What does pile 1 need to hear right now? Okay. We got honor your wisdom. The owl there is awesome. I'm feeling like some of you, I'm kind of getting Hierophant energy with this. Some of you may be thinking about going to school, or school could be very significant for you at this time. I know spring break is kind of happening right now for some people, so maybe like finals are coming after, or when you come across this. Or there's just something to do with you acknowledging how far you've come and knowing that you have the capability to move forward in whatever way that means for you. Let's just read the page though. Now is the time to use all that you have learned. You have more than knowledge. You have experience and the wisdom that comes from it. Don't settle for the opinions of others or enter the trap of outward approval. You already know. Listen to your body. Your heart knows the way. Your soul remembers the path, and your brain is more than equipped to see you through the steps needed to be taken. I feel like maybe some of you, and take this as it resonates, but maybe some of you are the kind to sort of lead with your head. And I think that you're almost being challenged right now to step outside of that and let your heart take the lead and let your instincts follow. So if you're feeling like logically you're supposed to be doing something right now, but your heart is being pulled in a different direction, I think you need to follow your heart right now. That was a message for someone. Okay, let's get into your tarot. I think what I want to do for you in this spring, I think let's just do like a general, what can you expect? Any advice and anything exciting. Let's do it. Okay. It's not focused. What can pile 1 expect for the spring, this upcoming spring season? Ooh, I love this for you. Okay, this is interesting. So there's a card that didn't come out of the deck, and I don't normally take the ones that don't flip all the way out, but I do feel like it flipped over for a reason and is in here because I think it is past energy that you're currently shaking out right now. The 10 of Swords is what wanted to come out. And so I feel like there was some sort of ending or something that made you feel inadequate in some way, and almost like you've had to start over. And maybe that doesn't resonate for all of you, and that's why it didn't come out all the way, but I do feel like for a majority of you, this spring has it's pushed you to embrace not having control over everything. Yeah. Then we have flipping out for what you can expect this spring, Princess of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. Love it. I think you're feeling more inclined to say things that maybe you haven't said in the past. And for some reason, I'm feeling called to say that maybe if you are in a relationship, by you allowing yourself to just say whatever comes to your mind, it's actually going to deepen your connection this spring. I want a little bit more information. Can we clarify the 10 of Pentacles? Can we clarify the Princess of Swords? 3 cards fell out. I just want one. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, cool. So, clarifying the 10 of Pentacles, we had the 7 of Wands. So, I do feel like you have had a hard time feeling completely fulfilled in some way, and with it being the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like this couple on there seems very significant to me, but it could have to do with finances. But there's something about your energy in this, in whatever this is, that's made you feel a little bit like you've been picked on, or that you haven't really had the ability to get to the level of success that you want, because you feel like you keep getting knocked down a peg. But I feel like you're finally releasing that, because you're embracing this Princess of Swords energy, which is once again just being able to say or do the things that you want to do without really putting too much thought into it. The Princess of Swords was clarified by the Magician. So whatever you're saying right now, like when you write stuff down or when you record yourself, whatever it is, there's something about it that is allowing you to naturally manifest. I think that maybe in the past you might have been kind of like I said in the beginning, where if you're a very logical person, maybe you have been like, oh, it wouldn't make sense for me to say that to them because I don't want to hurt them, or something along those lines. I think you're now just allowing things to flow out of you, and you're realizing that it actually serves you so much better, because it gives you the opportunity to speak what you want into existence. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, next, let's do what advice do you have for pile 1? Ooh, what other advice do you have for pile 1? Okay. We have coming out Death, and for this deck it says Rebirth. And that was clarified by King of Wands, which the King of Wands in this deck, I've only just noticed, is riding a unicorn. I fucking love that. So I feel like some of you are coming out of this spring realizing you need to embrace your uniqueness. The advice I have for you is to allow yourself to be fully seen in whatever way that means for you. There's something about you that inspires others, but only when you truly embrace yourself. And I think you don't really realize how many people actually look to you to get inspiration and to blaze a path, but I think that's exactly what you do. I think you blaze a path for others and make them realize, oh, they can do that? I want to do that too. That's so cool. Okay, this is a very random message, but if you've been feeling called to dye your hair a crazy color or change your appearance in some sort of way, this is a green light. Go fucking change your hair color. Go do the thing. And if you hate the way it turns out, don't come back to me, but I think that there's something about you that isn't necessarily, I can't figure out what it is that I'm trying to say, but you're someone who doesn't necessarily fit in, essentially is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's something that if you decide to embrace that, could actually be a complete blessing for you. I think it's something that will completely clear your path of things that don't belong in your life. And although it may ruffle some feathers, I think that it's time for you to shed those layers and realize that those kind of energies weren't meant to be in your life anyways. Yeah. Something about the throat. Oh god, I just spilled water. Because I got choked up trying to say that just now. And so I feel like there might be, kind of like I said, back to the like saying things. There's something that you need to like say or do that is going to maybe put you in the position where not everybody likes what you're saying. But I think that's important for you to realize that you don't need to be liked by everybody and you shouldn't be liked by everybody. Because if you're liked by everybody, then you're not loved by anybody. You know what I mean? Okay, awesome. Okay, you guys, and then what is something exciting coming your way? What is something exciting coming your way this spring season? Oh! Can I get one more card with this? Okay. So this might not be the message everybody wants to hear, but I think it's fun. So we got the Seven of Cups with debauch or debauch. I don't know how to pronounce that. And then the Prince of Wands. So I think for some of you, or most of you, if you've been wanting like a fun, flirty time, this is when it's gonna happen. 12:12 on the freaking clock as I say that. I think that if there's, I'm getting like nervous talking about this, but I think if there's like someone, if you're not already in a relationship, if you are in a relationship, hold on, I have a message for you too. But if you're not already in a relationship, I think that there's someone that you kind of might start to like have a flirtatious relationship with. And I think it's someone that's gonna come in and swoop into you because it sort of feels like you are just gonna have this natural energy about you the more you embrace your uniqueness. And then I think lots of people are gonna be drawn to you, but I think someone you're interested is gonna come in. And I see you guys having hot times, if you know what I mean. Like, I mean, look at this image. Come on, he's literally kissing her neck. And this is genderless, obviously, so whoever this person is. If you are in a relationship, I think that this spring is going to bring a new level of intimacy for your relationship. And I do think that you guys could be experimenting in some sort of way. Overall, this kind of really feels like a really flirty time for you, which I always think is fun and exciting. So, cool. I loved it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed or resonated, please let me know. I love to hear your comments. I have yet to get a single comment, so it'd be really cool to get one. Okay, bye. Okay, pile 2. If you picked the Labyrinth deck, this reading is for you for what is coming this spring. Let's freaking pull an oracle card for you first. Hold on, guys. Drink water. Don't make fun of the way I gulp. I know it's loud. Okay. What message do you have for pile 2? I love that. You got the card Bloom Like a Badass. And with the lotus, which I do feel called to say lotuses could be significant for you. I can't lie, pile 2, I did initially, when I started this video, I did initially feel like you have recently gone through some times that have felt a bit heavier. and maybe especially in regards to your internal world, like maybe not a lot of people even know that you've been going through something, but there's something about this spring that is allowing you to open up in a new way to the people around you. Yeah, let's read the page. A lotus's home is in the mud. It grows from the muck. Your life force, too, often grows out of muck of circumstances, trauma, despair. Don't curse the mud of your experience. It's growing the petaled fragrance of your flowered life beneath the surface. Don't curse this moment. Choose it. Claim it as a benefactress, a holding space for your future unfolding. The lotus does not allow the dirt that surrounds it to affect its growth. Persist, you lovely thing. Okay. You guys, I don't know why I want to like cry already, which is so crazy. But I really do feel like you are an extremely strong individual, and you might not perceive yourself that way. But I feel like you are someone who has gone through a lot, and if not a lot physically or like in the 3D, then there's a lot that's gone internally, especially as of late. Um, yeah, I just want to see. I think I'll just do the same format for this reading that I did the last one, which is what can you expect for this spring? What advice do you need to hear? And then what's something exciting coming your way? So let's do it. Did already shuffle these cards, but actually, let me give them a good shuffle. I don't know why, but I feel called to. Okay, so this is random, but this morning I like shuffled my Spotify as soon as I woke up, and this song came on called Wake Up. And it's like a upbeat, fun little indie song. And it's just started playing in my head again just now. So there could be something about your morning routine that's very important. Like something about starting your day off right could be very beneficial for you right now. Whether that's waking up and having the time to like meditate a little bit. And I know meditation's not for everybody, but even just like sitting with yourself and taking a few deep breaths and just like centering yourself and thinking about, one thing you're grateful for, one thing you love about yourself. I know that shit's hard, but it is helpful. Building those habits could be really beneficial for you right now. Okay, maybe that's why I needed to shuffle. I need to get that little message out. All right, you guys, what is coming your way? Pile 2 for the spring equinox, the springtime. I want like one card to come out. They're all like, oh, damn, the way that came out was crazy. It like keeps like throwing 7 cards at me, and I'm like, I'm not taking all those. What's coming your way? Okay. Yes. Okay, cool. Sorry guys, it's normally not this hard for me to get cards, but I don't know why I'm struggling. Okay, yeah. I do already have a couple messages I want to say. Okay, yes. Okay. So, what is coming your way, or like what can you expect from this spring? We initially got the 9 of Pentacles coming out with the King of Pots, which in this deck is the King of Cups. So, the 9 of Pentacles came out And the first thing I thought of was having a really satisfying home life. I feel like there's something about this spring that makes you feel more at peace, in your home, in your body. The On this card, it looks like two little dumbbells to me, so working out could be significant for you if that's something that's a part of your routine, or just like filling, I don't know, something about filling in your body, sorry, filling at home in your body. Um and the King of Pots coming in or coming out, there's something about this imagery that makes me think, like maybe some of you have people in your life who you do feel like you can't really cut them off, but they are people that maybe don't add to your cup. They could be someone like there could be someone in particular. I don't know why I'm getting like a mom or dad energy, but there could be someone in particular in your life who kind of drains you in a way. Like maybe they talk to you in a way that's like belittling, or it just doesn't really feel like you have a fulfilling relationship with whoever this person is. But I feel like you're taking that so in stride in this spring. There's something about you being able to take their bull crap and then turn it into your strength, turn it into your armor. Like you, and back to like the Nine of Pentacles card, like, and feeling at home in your body. There's something about you creating a safe space in yourself and not really having to worry about getting torn down by someone who isn't really deserving of your energy, but you have to kind of keep in your life anyways. Um, yeah, almost like building this sort of armor for yourself. Mm, okay, and then what else can you expect? We got the Knight of Poles clarified by the moon. So I feel like if there is, you know, something internally that you've been struggling with, like whether it's like mental health or, maybe like body image or inner child work, something kind of heavier, you're kind of taking charge of it. You're not letting it like control you per se, but you're not trying to control it either. And instead, you're taking it in stride. Like I'm just really so proud of you, especially with this bloom like a badass card with the King of Pots and the Knight of Poles energy. This is just like, I have emotions and that's a good thing. And I'm going to embrace whatever it is that comes up. And instead of trying to repress it, I don't know if that's something you did in the past or not, but instead of trying to repress it or tearing other people down, you're instead facing it with this sort of diligence, like, I can do this. And especially with the message about the lotus flower blooming out of the mud, I feel like if you've had people in your life or just like situations that haven't really felt like you could flourish in the past, there's something about you being able to create that safe place within yourself. And I already said that, but sometimes you gotta repeat these messages, guys. Okay, cool. Next, what advice do you have for pile two? What advice? That's crazy. Can you clarify that? Advice do you have for pile two? Okay, guys, it's the same message, kinda. We got the Strength in reverse clarified by Chariot in reverse. Love this freaking card. If you've seen the movie, you know how fun this card is. So I feel like your message is very similar, but there's something about you don't need to do anything really. And I know that sounds crazy, but the advice here is to let your guard down in a way while still not needing to like do anything about it. I don't know. I just feel like maybe you were the kind of person to sort of push things down in the past. And so this message here is to let it come up naturally, acknowledge how strong you are, but don't force anything right now. I don't think you need to make any sort of moves. Like, you know how I talked about, like, maybe there's something like heavy, whether it's body image or, you know, inner child work or something like that. There's a message here of not needing to force yourself to heal or push yourself in any sort of way, but instead just allowing things to naturally come up, facing them, and letting them go. Yeah, your advice is to just chill, dude. Just fucking chill. Okay, cool. What exciting thing do you have for pile 2 this spring? What exciting thing for pile 2 this spring? That is a fun thing to say. I'm gonna flip this. Yep. There she is. That's funny, and I didn't even like mean to say she, but it is a she. It's the Empress. Oh, baddie. Baddie alert. I know in the movie she's not the best character, but she definitely knows herself. So what exciting thing is happening this spring, you guys? It's knowing your worth. It's knowing that you don't need to be treated less than. You don't need to have these people or energies in your life be the ones in control. No one else is driving the bus inside your head. You're driving that bus. And maybe there's other things or energies that hop on your bus and are like, I'm coming along. And you get to be like, all right, but you know what? I'm still driving the fucking bus. I'm deciding where we're going. Guys, I don't even say the F word this much. What is happening? Can I get one more card with the Empress? Oh, hello. I've had the hardest time shuffling these cards. This pile. Anything else for the Empress? Okay, so yeah. So we got the 10 of Wands that came out with the Empress, but the question was, what exciting thing is coming? So obviously it wouldn't be a negative thing. But for those of you that know tarot, you know that the 10 of Wands does tend to indicate feeling like a lot of pressure or feeling like a lot of things on your plate. So I feel like the exciting thing is that if in the past you normally had lots of things on your plate and it felt very heavy, I think this season the exciting thing is that you have lots of things on your plate, but you're like chilling. You're like straight up, sorry, volume warning. You're like straight up like, I don't care. I don't care. I am that bitch. I am just gonna do my thing. And she's calling the motherfucking shots, you guys. She's like, first of all, I'm that bitch. That's the energy I'm getting from this. It's like, you don't, guys, I can't relate it to you enough, but you don't need to worry about things right now. You don't need to like fret. It's time for you to just chill. You need to relax. You need to not feel the need to do anything because you're already doing everything right. I promise you. Okay, that was your reading pile 2. I love you if you stuck around this long. And if it resonated, please let me know. Maybe leave it like a little pink heart or something. Only you and I will know that because I didn't even tell any of the other pals to leave an emoji or anything. But yeah, I love you guys. I'm really proud of you. Bye. Okay, guys, we're so back. Actually, I have to piss. Guys, we're so back. All right, pile 3. Oh, if you chose pile number 3, the Halloween tarot, this reading's for you. I'm feeling a little scatterbrained right now. Okay, let's get your oracle card. And then I'm going to do what you can expect this spring. Guys, I feel like such an airhead right now. What the hell? What you can expect this spring. What advice do you need to hear? And then what's something exciting this spring? Okay. Pile three's message. What is pile three's message? Embrace what is. I feel so called to talk about the two birds on this, and I just saw 111 on the clock. I've been finding birds and specifically seeing two birds flying together. I've been seeing that as something very significant. Okay, I feel called to talk about something. So if you have been wanting a relationship, if you've been wanting some sort of connection, and maybe it's not that, maybe there's just something that you've been wanting, but it feels like every time you try, there's some part of it that feels forced. This is kind of the message of don't try to control that aspect of your life right now. Allow it to flow naturally and watch it unfold in a way you would never expect. Because trying to change your reality without first turning inward is not going to make concrete, like, it's not going to build a foundation. Okay, let's see what the page says. It may seem counterintuitive, but everything is happening for you, not to you. Trust this. When we see the world, and particularly our own circumstances, through this lens, our minds expand to take in the possibilities. On the other hand, when we resist or despise a reality, our minds shrink into judgment and we go into protective mode, which diminishes our creativity and our vitality. This is the moment you are being asked to love what is unfolding in your life, as if you chose it, because on some level you did. It's a friend in disguise. Endeavor to welcome it so you can discover what it came to teach you. Something also about, if you, again, back to the relationship thing, if you are expecting your next significant other to look or act a certain way, I think you need to release your expectations. Because maybe the next person coming in could be totally unexpected. Okay, you guys, let's get into it. I'm excited for this reading. It's kind of saucy, I can't lie. Especially because I felt called to talk about all that relationship stuff, and I did not talk about any relationship stuff with the other pals. I mean, kind of, but yeah, not really. Anyways, let's see. Why did I fucking do that? Okay, guys, whew, I just have been so hyper tonight. Maybe it's because I had a couple different caffeinated drinks. And maybe it's just because I'm full of life. I'm full of whimsy right now, you guys. Life's exciting, and I'm embracing it. Are you? Are you embracing it? Okay, no, y'all have already clicked off the video, and everyone hates me. No, I'm not gonna even say that. I'm not gonna even say that. I'm not gonna even say that. We're cutting that. We're cutting that. I'm feeling crazy with this pile, you guys. I feel like you could be overthinking and like going around in circles in your head because it's like, why haven't I just started shuffling the cards? Hello? Okay. What can you expect this spring, pile 3? What can you expect this spring? Bro. Okay, you guys. This is kind of what I was talking about. So, what you can expect this spring, we got the Seven of Ghosts, and don't get scared, okay? We got the Seven of Ghosts or the Seven of Cups coming out with the Eight of Bats, clarifying the Eight of Bats or Eight of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pumpkins, and then clarifying the Seven of Cups, Seven of Ghosts, we have the Page of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like you maybe might continue this energy, this like a little bit of restless energy, not feeling like you're in control and sort of being like, oh, there's so many different directions I could go. But I think coming through that, the Seven of Cups being clarified by the Page of Pentacles, there's something coming through where you're having this sort of like epiphany or breakthrough and you're realizing, oh, it kind of is really as simple as just one step at a time. Books or like a specific book in particular could be significant. If there's like a self-help book or some sort of like spiritual book, or maybe like a planner or journaling, just something about thoughts on pages that could be important to you, especially in helping you come to decisions. With the Eight of Bats being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, it's such an energy of like you having this really nurturing but also abundant energy about you, but feeling like you're not that. I think that there needs to, or there is going to be this point this spring where you sort of just realize, and maybe this is happening now, where you just sort of realize like, oh, I'm not as like trapped as I thought I was. Let's get just a little bit more information. I didn't pull any other cards, but like, can I get any more information about what pile 3 can expect this spring? Okay, so we got the Six of Imps or the Six of Wands. That's such a fun card. I love the one holding the cat. With the Three of Cups, Three of Ghosts. Love that. So another thing you can expect this spring, this is a separate message, but then I am going back into this. But you can expect really fulfilling friend time, especially feeling like you're sort of maybe even a leader in your friend group. Leader, you know, like you're just someone who feels confident and carries a sort of leading energy when you're with your friends, and that brings you a lot of fulfillment. And that's something that this spring is going to just come naturally. But going back to this, I think that there's also you realizing that you don't need other people's validation in order to be this Queen of Pentacles. And so I think maybe what has been trapping you in the past could be the need for, you know what, I don't even think that's what it is, but maybe for some of you, I'll just throw this out there, but maybe for some of you, you get caught up in your head and in loops because you think that other people are perceiving you in a certain way when you really are this Queen of Pentacles, very sure of herself, very secure, very sweet. But I actually don't think that is for the majority of you. I think for the majority of you, it's your own self. I think you are your biggest critic. and the loops in your head is mostly about your adequacy rather than like what others think of you. Um, yeah. Anyways, I think this spring is going to be fun, but only when you allow things to just happen rather than trying to make sense of everything. That was kind of already advice, but let's still just pull one card for advice. Any advice for pile 3? Okay, and right as I grabbed this card, I heard in my head, have fun. Your advice is to literally have fun. You got the 10 of pumpkins, and this imagery is a little kid hitting a piñata. That's so fun. Like, what happens when you hit that piñata? Candy, bitch. So I think that your advice here is to embrace the things that really make you feel like you're having a good time, that you're, embracing this sort of playful energy. Yeah, not much else to say for that. Like, I think I kind of already talked to you enough about like the mental loops, and I think that you're already on the end of that. And by continuing to follow the momentum of just enjoying yourself and letting the spring be a good time where you feel sort of like, I'm like, I'm the leader, I'm sexy. It's going to let things happen naturally. Okay, what is something exciting coming this spring for you? What's something exciting coming this spring for you? Pile 3. Ooh, yes, yes. Mm. At the bottom of the deck, the whole time we've had the star, by the way, and I didn't read bottom of the deck energy for anybody else, but I feel called to say that you're someone who stands out more than you realize, and as soon as you embrace that fact, as soon as you allow yourself to shine a little bit, it lets things happen naturally, you guys. Ugh, don't resist life. Let life flow. Whoa, it's fine. Anyways, oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, I didn't even realize 3 cards came out. This card was hidden behind that one. So the cards for what exciting thing is coming for you is the 8 of Imps, which is the 8 of Wands, with the Ace of Imps, and behind that is Justice. So I think if you've been wanting things to take off in a very fast-paced way, or if you've been wanting like some sort of hobby to feel more fulfilling and exciting for you. I also want to say, like, if you've been wanting to travel, you could be traveling this spring. But there is something about things finally feeling like they're doing it. Like things have momentum this spring. What's exciting? Everything. Like it really is just a matter of like what you choose to embrace and put your energy into. That's going to be the thing that like lights your soul and you can go with it. Like I do think for some of you, you could have multiple things this could be about. I actually want to get one more card, which is kind of crazy, but I don't really care. Oh, where did my cards go? What the hell? Oh, they're right in front of me. What could this exciting thing that's gonna take off be about? Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god! Guess what came out again, you guys? The star. The star in the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, guys. This spring is like your season. The clock is ticking. I don't even want to say the clock is ticking, but the wheel is turning and it is giving you the permission to just do things. Allow things to happen naturally, right? but also allow yourself to shine in a way that is like putting yourself at the center of attention. Like, don't be afraid to stand out right now. I think it's going to serve you well. Like, this is almost a message of like, whatever you decide to do this spring, it's going to be very fulfilling for you. And it's gonna feel like, damn, I'm lucky. Like, I can't believe that worked. Maybe some of you need to enter a little lottery. No, don't take my advice, don't gamble. But yeah, I think ultimately, like, this spring is just going to be a lot of fun for you. And I think going back to what the message was at the beginning of embrace what is, it's as soon as you allow yourself to just embrace things for and how they're going right now. Like, as soon as you just like release any sort of attachment to like the way things may have been in the past, or you know, like maybe if you've been in decision paralysis and you're like, oh, should I go this direction or that direction? As soon as you decide to do something, boom, it's gonna be fulfilling for you. It's gonna feel lucky for you. Okay, I love that reading. Even though it was a little chaotic, I loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, please leave a little comment. I would love to receive a comment. I've never gotten a comment in my life on YouTube, so okay, bye guys.